Uh, uh, okay. Sorry, I've just finished eating. Sorry if my voice is going to be a little bit scratchy until I've warmed up a little bit. Oh, looks like we have staff in chat. That's good. Because chat was major misbehaving earlier. Stream is public, stream is live. Kind of waiting to see if we get the same issue I was encountering just a moment ago. Got a couple of frames dropped due to rendering. Hope that's not my graphics card. No, everything seems fine here. Okay. Alright, so, quick changes. I've dropped the noise gate threshold a few percent in Noise Torch because I noticed the mic was cutting off sometimes whenever I was being a bit quieter than usual. And let's see, do we have sound here? Looks like it. It's just ambient sound, so it's going to be a little bit quiet. And go ahead and walk about, do some things. Oh, that's very loud. That's maybe just me though. That is very loud. Okay, that is loud. I'll drop that just a few percent. Okay. Hopefully that sounds okay. If anyone's in chat, let me know how the audio levels are. While I'm talking, it'll be it'll be a little bit quieter because I've got ducking enabled. Alright, you're joining me middle of the Silver Pine Forest. I did a little bit of questing to get to level 15. I also did some fishing. This is smoked sagefish and gives you some mana per 5. Should make healing a little bit easier. However, I've also been told that dungeons are a bit of a pushover right now because class balance is all over the place. Oh yeah, there's a feedback form. No point in me filling it in though. Well, maybe I will. What else? Oh, I found some shoulders, which is nice because shoulders and helmet are one of the sought after parts. Probably rings as well, to some degree. I found, well, I bought a belt from a vendor. Oh, this, by the way, was in Hillsbrad Foothills, up by Tarren Mill. The vendor was right over here by the, well, I want to say Path to Alterac Mountains. Yeah, right up here. You also probably notice I've changed my UI. This is Elf UI. Anyone who's a retail WoW player is probably familiar with it. I like it. It's got everything that I need to play a class. It's got raid frames, so you know, easy access to party members. Can you actually see that? I don't know. Hard to tell. When I shake my cursor, can you see the big one? No, good. KD has a weird feature where you shake your cursor a little bit and it makes it big so you can spot it. Very helpful feature. Oh yeah, we're also gaming in Wayland now, which means a little bit of extra performance overhead is removed. We should get a little bit better performance. Not like it really matters. There's loads of players here right now. Why? When I was playing yesterday, there was like 2 or 3 players around. Now there's like 15 players around. Time of day, probably. Alright. So before we get into actually doing dungeons, I actually want to do some more quests. because I want to pick up the other quest for Shadowmoon Keep. Not this one, but I believe there's one more at the end of a quest chain. I think it's either this one or this one. Let's put some music on here. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna just turn it down just a little bit. Gonna mute the WoW sound so I can get an idea of how loud this is. Should just be BGM-ish. And a little bit further, I think. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna throw up a buff, summon the book. Alright. Oh, other things, right. So I got a few talent points. I'm going towards Malevolent Power. Well, for now. Eventually we'll run into this limit here, where you need to pick more talents before you can cross that threshold. I went for Malevolent Power. It gives me a instant cast heal, or yeah, heal. I also went for this one here because I assume I'm going to be doing a lot of damage. Damage means healing, but for the path that I'm going. I also got this because more shielding is always good. I assume I'll be using that an awful lot to buy me some time. Literally borrowed time. I saw a few very nice looking talents. Where is it? This one. If you were a Holy Pally during Icecrown Citadel, or perhaps an Arcane Mage during Wrath of the Lich King, you'll be familiar with intellect stacking. I kinda like this. You know, just give me a bunch of mana so I can play with it. Also, this combined with the effect, I don't know if you can see this or not. You can see this, okay. Blade of the Empire. Strikes an enemy dealing shadow damage, generates insanity. Yes, we know about that. But I also got Eldritch Smite. I think that was like level 12 or 13. Empowers your Blade of the Empire based on your specialization. I am a heretic, so I've got Eldritch Smite of Yogg-Saron. Blade of the Empire causes black blood to apply to allies. Healing for 5% of the damage dealt, which means damage dealt means healing. Good. Plus whatever, some flat amount every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. Also hot, excellent. Which means more time for, you know, doing melee damage. Stacking 5 times, which means using it more is always good. You need to use it once every 10 seconds roughly, at the very least, to keep the stacks up. So it'd be kind of annoying on bosses where you have to disconnect from. That's a weird word, but it's one I took from Rift. I think Rift, might be Terror. I'm not sure. Phases where you have to move away from the boss, where you can't attack. Kind of annoying. And recovers 10% of your missing mana. This is a bit of a weird one. It kind of feels like it's, if you don't have an ally to heal, you don't get any of your mana back. Like, that's what I think is happening. At 5 stacks, the target gets instantly healed for some flat amount. Probably based on intellect and heal power and something. I don't have the formula, and I'm not going to go looking for formula because that's kind of a boring thing to go look for. Right, so we are looking for... Oh, I know where this is. It's in this house here. Oh yeah, there's a quest marker. Is that loud? Yeah, it is loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. There you go. I don't notice it because I just mute the sounds and play with music. So. And that's the sign that you've got an instant heal. I'll show you more of my UI stuff in a bit, when it becomes relevant. Pretty sure I pick this up and I get attacked, right? Oh yeah. Let's get the tentacle burr up. Oh, I've got the fishing icon. There you go. Oh, I've got something to learn. Where is it? I'm not the only one that saw that, right? I'm pretty sure I saw something there. Oh well. Anyway, we got the thing, whatever it was. People have been saying that leveling feels a little bit slow, but I suppose if we're being technical, leveling feels just right if your goal is to complete every single quest in the zone, because it took basically every level of Terrestrial Glaze to get to level, was it 12, 11? And, you know, it feels about right. Feels kind of Wrath of the Lich King-ish. It's probably on like 2.5, 2, 3, something like that. I suppose people are after Ascension leveling speed, which I'm not sure if it's realistic. On Ascension, you're kind of expected to level multiple times because of the free pick system, or even, I suppose, the... I want to say gacha. Well, I'm muted. I was. Also, these guys are quite tough. Oh, it's this guy, that's why. Oh, that is the Scroll of Elun. I mean, Iona, whatever. Oh, cool. I don't need them, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, while we're here, actually. Yeah, a little bit of fishing. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have my fishing rod on me. No, never mind. Right, go to the Decrepit Ferry, search for this thing here. Doesn't have a quest marker. Oh, there you go. That's why. Hey, level 16. Nice. Alright, we got a point over here. I'm not sure what edicts are going to do, so it's difficult for me to pick this one. Other than supporting them through damage from Edict of Violence, I'm not sure. Also, that wasn't active. Missing damage. I do that on my Paladin as well sometimes. Well, used to. Well, no, I guess sometimes still do. Forget to apply buffs. Me forgetting to apply buffs after someone is res earned me the name Slackadon. It's literally the reason they bring me to a raid and I forget. Good job. I'm hoping I don't need to apply this every time I die. If you're wondering, yes I did. The trip to Hillsbrad Foothills is a dangerous one at level 15. There are plenty of level 22 mobs. I know which ones they are because the level can't be identified after 7 levels above you. Oh, there's a quest here.
What is it?
I don't remember this one. This new.
Remember, I am forsaken.
Pretty sure on a normal Ascension you can get that quest earlier. That's okay though. This guy? No, I think it's in here, right?
What would you ask of death?
Ooh, another quest. Brill. Oh, Brill, right. I guess we're taking a walk back to Brill then. That's okay. Can do this on the way back. Alright. So how about we go deeper into the UI changes I've made. And since I plan to be a healer, one of the most important things you can do as a healer is some sort of strategy for casting your spells on party members. Typically there's two ways you go about it. Either click on the thing and you can press a spell on your keyboard. This is more common with classes with very complex rotations, something like maybe a priest. Even then they might actually click cast, and this brings me nicely to the add-on that I installed. Anyone who's familiar with older WoW, you know, what's it called, Healbot and Voodoo, because those two add-ons have this functionality built in. This is called Clique, an add-on which allows you to click on a thing and it will cast the thing according to the button you press on either your mouse or I guess keyboard? I don't know. Never tried keyboard, but usually I just go for mouse. Let's go for helpful actions. On my right button I have my heal, on my left button I have my void shield, and button 5 is Abyssal Covenant, which is a really cool ability by the way. This one. Get rid of click so I can see that. Link yourself to an ally for 30 minutes, causing 20% of all damage you deal to be converted into healing for the tethered ally. Can only be applied to one ally at a time, probably change of all the talents. You can only heal this way once per second, so this means that you can apply it to the tank and they will get increased healing from your melee strikes. Lovely. Like to see it. Sort of like Beacon of Light, but very much geared towards a character that deals damage often. Because remember, whenever you're doing all of your healing with, say, Eldritch Smite, that's healing all of your allies as they need, the tank is also getting healed as well, for each of their heals. So this can add up quite quickly. I would imagine in a raid, this is a lot of healing. Does it actually say... It doesn't say there's a cap. Interesting. Oh, and that 5 stacks is a big burst. You can imagine a big burst of HP from multiple stacks of that going off. Woo! Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. What can we actually get anyway? Oh. There are two outcomes I can imagine here. Let heal. It's either like the Ascension realm, where you get a random dungeon and it can be literally anything from 1 to 60. Or it could be like the, well, pre that, where you would only get a dungeon that's relevant to your level. I'm half expecting it to be any sort of random dungeon. I know that on the Ascension realm that can be a bit of a problem. What I mean by that is, let's say you're doing a dungeon as a level 15. You got a couple of heals, maybe a shield. You get chucked into Stratholme, and the tank puts on his best, Spoils of Valor, and does his best Leroy Jenkins impression, and charges into the undead. Your 2 heals and Power Word Shield is not going to keep that tank alive. Not unless you got massively inflated stats. So it either becomes a massive pushover, or it becomes a massive struggle. The reason why I don't like that sort of thing. Scale down? Sure. Scale up? Not fond of it. Please be there. Yes, easy. I typically get good luck for these lifts. The last time I went ran to one lift, it went. I went round to the next one, that one went, and then the last one, and that one went. It just stayed there. Not to self from now on. Whenever a lift leaves, just wait. The lifts in the Undersea are super quick anyway for some reason. Oh yeah, there was a quest here. Wailing Caverns. I forget it. I guess Wailing Caverns is typically a very popular dungeon, although level 29, who knows? Come on, I said the lifts were fast. Right. Well, I haven't got disappearance yet. Interesting. Oh, now that I remember. Now that I think about it. Now that I remember. So I was having second thoughts about the outfit. I know I like the Tyrant outfit that I came up with. It looks cool, it looks apart, but creating YouTube thumbnails with a character that looks like that on it had me having second thoughts. Like, I'm not really sure if I want to do this or not. Is there any quest out here? No, what? Oh, I'll just walk. Doesn't matter. So it's like, well, this is an anti-paladin, let's throw on something purple, and it's like paladin. Well, of course, the only thing then is a purple judgment set from TBC. Though, I don't actually like the shoulders. People are gonna attack me for that one, because the judgment set is absolutely iconic. So for now, I've just subbed in Hallowed Pauldrons. I think these are mage shoulders from TBC. I'm not 100% on it, because TBC is not exactly my area of expertise. The other one I was thinking of was Dread Mist. Oh. Yeah, I've got mob scale here. Oh, come on. The other thing I'm noticing is, as I level up, the mana regen is slowing. This is perfectly normal. Anyone who's played WoW, like, ever knows about this. You get super health and mana regen early on, supposedly to help newbies ease into the game or something, I don't know. So I'm needing to worry more about my insanity. Insanity means mana. No, satiate means mana. But also insanity means more healing. Also means more, where is it? Herald of the Depth, which means more healing. So like, I can't be draining my insanity that often, because I need it for healing. Or, well, I need it to be good at my best healing. So you kind of gotta balance your insanity and your mana bar. I suppose eventually they would want you to run out of mana at some point. Is there really organ in there? Not that I remember. Yeah, Reaper. Reapers are cool. I think if I was to go for a true melee... Oh, there's a glutton here. Okay. I think if I was going for a melee, it would definitely be Reaper. It is a... Oh, there is. There's so few of them here, though. I could be farming large groups of these. And believe me, I can in fact AoE pull. I'm not even using all of my toolkit. I'm not even using my heals. I suppose if we've got ENR support, mana will be fine for the most part. It's not as OP as it used to be. When I first did my Resolute playthrough, ENR support was super powerful. I don't know exactly what changed, but at some point it became, well, almost worthless, really. Where's the, Dark Souls? Dark Souls? No. This way, off to the left somewhere? Oh yeah, there was a quest here. Was it Nightlash something or other? I had to kill a whole bunch of these gnolls? Gnolls. In order to get it to spawn. I was there for like 10 minutes. Not good. Not fun. This Guardian? There you go. Luckily I only need 3 of those. Nope. No. If this area is heavily farmed, it can be really annoying to get this done. Yeah, because there's a nice camp here which is easy to farm. Oh, is that what I think it is? Alright, what do we got here? Abyssal Strike. Restore some mana. Devour a curse removes a curse. Huh. We got remove curse. Don't know why it doesn't want to learn Abyssal Strike. Oh, we got a crowd control. That's interesting. Very early for crowd control. I don't know, maybe that's just my inner paladin showing again. Ret paladins took forever to get repentance to the point where it was almost pointless during leveling. By that point, you're already kind of a monster. Absolutely unstoppable. To the point where most Ret paladins weren't even aware of what repentance actually did. There's a reason why LoL didn't continued into Wrath of the Lich King. Let me go down here and do this as well. Just need to slay some gnolls over here. Nice of the raw buffs to show themselves. Unfortunately, you can't see them in town for some reason. Nope. Thought the server was about to go down. I should probably check how the stream's doing. If anyone's getting lots of buffering, let me know. I did turn the latency back up to normal. Unfortunately, I don't like it. Not very good for engaging with your audience. Oh yeah, you get someone's head. Because why not? Why not a head? I mean, honestly, there's no point in going in there. Oh, we get to use remove curse straight away. I'll take that. Which button is it? Devour curse. F. There you go. How much mana does that cost? A little bit. Depending on the curse, I suppose it's worth it. Oh yeah, I also got an interrupt. Two more. So we're gonna go pull two of them here. I mean, three of them. Yep. Definitely what I meant. Good thing I have a shield. Gonna fall back a little bit. Alright. We'll take the head back later, because we're gonna come back here shortly. Ish. The camera frozen again. No, it's just that I forgot to put the... There we go. That's why. Oh, someone pointed something out to me which really bothered me until I heard it. The sound of the visual effects are very nice. We can all agree on that. But what's not nice is the sound effects. There's a running meme in Ascension community called Sinister Strike. Basically, every combo point based playstyle has some form of Sinister Strike, and it's so common that basically every build revolves around take Sinister Strike. Unfortunately, it seems like they kept the sound for Sinister Strike I'm like, oh no, now that I've heard it, I can't unhear it. Oh no. I'm looking forward to seeing if they change it. They meaning, you know, someone who can. I mean, sure, I could just put a sound in, maybe from recent expansions, and just overwrite the Sinister Strike sound, but I don't know. I'm sure I've done something like that before. Maybe it was putting an empty sound effect in to mute one of the toys. If you're not familiar with it, in Dalaran, the main hub for Wrath of the Lich King, you can buy a handful of toys in a toy shop. No, not like that, get your head out the gutter. One of them was a train set. You already know where this is going. But it's not quite as simple as that. You put the train set down, right, and it does this.
Chugga 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 choo choo.
Mm-hmm. Except every single person near it does that choo-choo thing as well. So it just becomes a mess of chugga 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 chug. Woo woo. Like, oh no, not this again. Wait, did I not get a quest from there? I know I need to go and do that, but... I wasn't concentrating, what was it? Rothide Origins, Argos fully completed. Rothide Origins. Oh, Undercity, right, okay.
I'm listening. Victory.
Alright, let me grab a drink a sec. Not be long before my camera starts to mess up. It gets too dark. Admittedly, at this time of year, it doesn't really get dark here. Not really. And it gets a little bit dark, but not dark, dark. Looks like staff are answering questions. That's nice. Let me turn the font size up a little bit. Oh, they are actually doing balancing, that's good. One of the rune something or other classes was said to be really powerful for some reason. Oh, it's this guy. We took the book back to him, well, the tome. What's even the difference? Yeah, Rune Master, that's the one. Yeah, one of the Rune Master specs are kind of broken. Like we're gonna get another level here. Well, if it's like I said, and dungeons scale up and down, it doesn't really matter, does it? Someone was talking about loot scaling up to level 60, when it shouldn't be, so maybe I am right. Nah. Oh, I didn't know I got this. Oh yeah. I hope nobody... Well, that's cool. Yeah, if you're not a fan of spiders, you won't like Venomancers very much. Got any new quests? Nope. Alright, are we good to go back, are we? Cool Ravenclaw, yeah, this is a quest here. Unfortunately, Silverpine Forest did not come off of the Gilnean curse super well. Between the Curse of the Worgen and the Ravenclaw curse, not a good place to be, I'll be honest. Oh, how did I level up first aid? Remember that. As far as I remember, first aid has a couple of moments where you need to craft greens in order to level. Or suffer the drop rate of something rare like anti-venom. First aid. I remember that. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a get good moment. Oh, these will be a bit useful actually. Now that I think about it, if they're just gonna brute force it by giving us a bunch of damage, healing, and tankiness through health and armor. Wait, it's a blunt or a sharp weapon? Probably blunt, right? What we got? Oh, 1 point of each. Okay, let's see here. I think I wanted to go this way. Strikes out to 4 enemies. Does gaze affect multiple allies? See, the problem I have with this talent is it strikes up to 4 enemies, it doesn't say up to 4 allies. If it said allies, I'd be more interested in it. The other problem is we kind of gain lots of hit chance as a result of our passive, so I'm not really interested in that. Then there's edicts. I don't know. Let me check my book. Let's see. Unavailable. Right, what do we got here? I assume this is base cultist. Edict of the Empire. Grant ally to players within 40 yards of an holy edict, giving them a 15% chance upon dealing damage to heal up to 5 allies within 10 yards for 23. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, okay, let's go for that. Is that a line? Hard to tell with the art. Let's go for that. And one over here. Let's see. Removes cost of Blade of the Empire and gives you damage dealt by it a 15% chance to refresh a charge. Escape the Inquisition, I see. Ah, it was nasty. You don't even know. Yeah, I'm sorry I confused you by ending suddenly like that, but I wanted to play along a little bit. Entropic Slam deals an additional damage scaling with healing power, which is nice. Use shadow damage dealt in this way heals the 5 lowest health allies, so it's a smart heal. That's nice. Within 20 yards for 40% of the damage dealt every 2 seconds for 10 seconds. That sounds awesome. But Whisper of Yogg-Saron. More damage and more healing, or just heal. Whisper of Yogg-Saron seems really strong, but it's only on 1 ally at a time. Wouldn't be very good for panic healing. I suppose it would be fine for tank. Wait a sec. Which one was it? Abyssal Covenant. Burning all damage ideal to be... All damage ideal? I have an idea. This would be really good for dungeons, I reckon. Right, Assault on Fenris Isle. Oh, this is a group quest, is it? This is a cool sword, actually. Kind of plain, but that's the magic of it. Sometimes you just want a plain sword. Plus it's got agility on it. I don't know who actually needs agility now, but if you're like an Ascension class, like a rogue type character, you know, spamming Sinister Strike as you do, agility, that sword is really good. If you're a Blood Elf coming from Ghostlands here, you can get to Silverpine Forest with difficulty and potentially get this, and you could dual wield 2 swords, and those swords will carry up till, I don't know, early 20s, unless you do dungeons. Quite nice swords. I don't think it's called Fine Longsword, I think it's like Well-Crafted Longsword or something. Alright, we'll just over here. Good thing the roll buff is still up. Is this so good, is it? There we go. Now it is. Thief. Is that the sound the gnolls make now? That's a creepy sound. You okay? wonder if that slam hit kills me as well. Let's see. It does. Oh, that's good. That's real nice. Anything that makes me heal myself is always welcome. Alright, here we go. This is where the balance begins. You know, we should just work together, it'll be way easier. There's one of those portals again. Someone mentioned portal earlier. They said it doesn't look like it belongs. No, it doesn't. I couldn't figure it out either, and I didn't see anyone mention it, so... Get rid of that curse. Not that I remember what it does. No, I'm gonna go ahead and invite them. Since I think we're going the same way. Are we both healers? I don't think we are. I'll just greet everything. Alright, now I get to try and heal. It's okay, we got this. Oh, you want to get this? Okay. I don't think it's up to much, but... Unfortunately, I don't have anything for plagues. Go this way. My heals seem to be doing a good job. And you go. Yeah, I've only used my shield just before my transformation runs out, because once the transformation runs out, my insanity goes to 0. Grab this as well while we're here. Just a wand. Any good? Oh, it's really good. Right, yeah, before we go... Well, about the Covenant thing. Oh, there's a chest there. Get it if you want it. I like that damage turns into healing with the Covenant. There may be a rare here. There is. Go get him. Get him, we got it. Oh yes, these heals are powerful. Feel it. Alright. I'm just gonna go out up here and run for it. Surely it'll work, right? Oh, I don't actually know how to leave the party. I'll leave my technical to go deal with them. There we go. Easy peasy. Yeah, I can't actually leave group because I can't actually interact with my portrait. There we go. Let me fix that real quick. Which one's me? There it is. That should be alright. No. LVI layer. There it is. Right, now I can interact with my frame. Oh cool, I got the sword thing. Nice looking sword too, actually. I like that. What else did I get? Okay, an axe. There's a cloak as well, I think. This. Strength, stamina, plague damage? Nah. All about that int. Nice axe that. I feel like it's not very often you get spell penetration on random green. Those are nice. Spell power and haste. If I actually needed haste, I'd probably go for it. Level? 17. I keep an eye on my level for the items that I got earlier.
What now?
Do I want this? How much spirit? 3 mana per 5. Well, I don't need the sword, so have a look. 20? 24. Now, the thing about spirit versus mana per 5, spirit has this thing where you only generate a certain percentage of it while you're casting, and then for, was it 5 seconds after it? Mana per 5 doesn't care about that. Mana per 5 is just flat mana regen. Wait. Huh. I thought it worked like that. Maybe I'm wrong. In that case then, this robe is amazing. I'll take that. I didn't forget quest, did I? No. Okay. I guess we're going headhunting. Oh, that's good. McDoubles is still around. McDoubles is a YouTuber who initially did Project Ascension content. Normally focuses sort of on mythics or PvP. And he used to present builds in such a way that the average player could not only understand but also relate to, which made him one of the better YouTubers to watch for Project Ascension stuff, the likes of which hasn't been seen for a while before that. He went and joined the Conquest of Azeroth team in order to better make the classes bit a class fantasy. Unfortunately, recently he hadn't been seen. It's good to know that he's still around. It would be awfully sad if he got burned. Oh, is it rare? Alright, here we go. The last time I fought a rare did not go so well. That's nice and easy. Wait, he didn't even drop a green. Bad. I can fight a couple of those. We're going in the mine here, it looks like. Oh, it looks like we're not the first in. Okay. I only need the guy at the back. Might as well have a look around and see if I find anything. Nope. Alright, I guess we'll have to wait then. Moving anything in here? Make sure I got a buff. Boy. Alright. Eldritch Devastation? That sounds awesome. What's this? Channel destructive void energies upon your target, dealing 33 shadow damage and generating insanity every half a second for 4 seconds. Within's grasp. Which one was that? That's got to be the caster one, right? Corruption. Maybe? I feel like it's got to be corruption. Well, they're gonna end up spawning behind me, aren't they? Do we need an item here? Yeah, invite. Yeah, unfortunately, although we do have a shared tag system, we don't have a shared loot system. I'll invite those guys as well. Yeah. You sure? Well, that's okay. I'll invite that guy then. Yeah. If that's what you want. It could be really easy, but no, they want to make it difficult on themselves. The problem with some of these NPCs is they take forever to respawn. Oh yeah, those heals though. Woo. Let me stick the Covenant on you. there any spells for me to learn? No? Okay. There you go. Oh. What was that? Leatherworking skill? Interesting. Alright. I won't be eligible for the loot anyway. Too bad. Yeah, some people, right? You present them with the easy option and they go, no, I want to make it difficult myself. Only takes a moment to reform a group. I'm sorry, does that say 1 to 58 in 2 hours? You can't see it because it's right behind my head. Oh, aura, potion, and dungeon spam, okay. I see the same old strat works here then. Yeah, I'm super looking forward to getting started with dungeons here. I'm gonna try and do at least one tonight. This is a group quest. This one can be a bit complicated. They're in the same place though. Luckily I've got lots of heals. Got my phone going off. 1 second. D&D. Some amount of hours. Turn on. There you go. And yeah, my camera is in fact freaking out over the low light. Low light was always my phone camera's worst point. It looks fine whenever there's plenty of light, but low light situations it just gets grainy and awful and flickery. It's not good. I should probably buy me a proper camera. It would make my whole setup a lot less messy than it is now. Alright. Sometimes this quest can be a bit of a nightmare if you're melee only. Oh, level 18? Yeah. One more point here. What do we got? Hallucination. I seem to remember this was a bit buggy. Shift position forward 20 yards and gain 30% increased movement speed. It's blink! It's blink and some. And then some? I'm gonna try this. Where are we? Hallucination, you can be this one. Oh, that's good. Not sure where the clone is. So nice having interrupt this early. Killing mages. Not only is an interrupt, it's also on a fairly short cooldown too. Is it melee range? You can't see that, can you? Yeah, you can. 75-yard range. Oh, inventory is full. Something to throw away. Fish. I need that. I should probably empty the inventory. One moment. But that's like, hold on. Still in range. Still in range. There you go. That's how far the range is on that interrupt. It's going to be amazing in Battlegrounds if it stays at 75 yard. Imagine something like classic Alterac Valley. Being able to stay in the back row and just interrupting from a whole, like I don't even know how far 75 yards is in my head. Like that bear, I can reach that bear right there. That's ridiculous. Hello, squirrel. But yeah, I'm very happy with the toolkit we're getting right now. Also, what's effectively Blink Plus on a 45-second cooldown sounds very powerful. It'd be very good for getting you out of bad position. Or potentially into a good position. Like, I'm assuming Guardian has charge, so, or at least some variant of charge. It would be silly for a tank not to, at least in my opinion. Throwback to when Paladins didn't have any sort of movement utility. Yes, I remembered. Alright, let's see here. It's agility, I really don't need this. Hold on to those. Stop trying to move away. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Keep those. Oh wait. I don't have this yet. Spell power and haste. Nah. Don't need a shield. Wait, didn't I equip this? Need any of these. Nice having a button to get rid of the greys. Greys are typically just junk. Do we even need this potion anymore? No, I don't think so. In fact, I didn't need it at all, because I'm healer. How much HP? Oh no, we don't need that. Hold on to the lesser one though. Do we need this? I don't think so. I already got that for food buff. Ooh,
Farewell.
free armor. Let's see, what do we have? What can this be applied on? Chest, legs, hands, or feet? No. No. I feel like this is gonna stick around for a while, so let's do that.
What is it?
Not that I think I need it, but it's Slumber Sand.
Beware.
There's a funny story about stuff like that. Back in vanilla, consumables had a lot more power because classes generally had less power.
What would you ask of death?
So people would level characters just to gather stuff like, you know, this Slumber Sand here, because it wasn't so banned back then, and they would trade up to their main in order to use in, let's say, 1v1s, arena, battlegrounds, honorable fights, world PvP, even raids in some cases, you name it. It's amazing what people did for even the smallest advantage. It's funny because I tend to stick stuff like this in the bank because it's too good. I'll be sticking on that on the action bars because I suspect we'll need it. I like that. There's a question just behind my head here. It says, how do I survive as a sanguine spec in duels? Kill them faster than I kill myself? There's a called Blood Mage spec called Sanguine, and I guess they spend their health in order to actually deal damage. So, yeah, I guess it's just a race to kill them before you die first. Anyway, I think the quest I'm looking for is behind one of these two. Probably this one. Ooh, no. Why would I want to get rid of Spirit? I'm trying to sort mana out. Let's go do this first. Generic bear sound.mp3. Alright, are these Worgen here still elite? And funny actually, if you come here during the day, they're not going to be hostile because they won't be Worgen. Which is rather unfortunate for me, considering I don't stream during the day. Not typically. Like someone else has already been here though, that's good. Walk in here and grab the item that I need and leave. Well, it sounds like someone is already here. Where are they? Oh, hello, Necromancer. Is this bugged? Wow. Well, damn. I guess I'm not losing out then. Game. Something to report. And I got it on stream as well. Excellent. Wow, these guys are tanky. No? Got that interrupt. Normally on a Ascension server I would never grab an interrupt this early. Maybe I'll be rethinking that. There you go. There's two. Anything in here, I wonder? Besides a couple of healers. Wow, this is something. There we go, got him. Oh, critical hits. Critical hits are going to be so good. I can feel it already. Since the amount I heal is based on the amount of damage I deal. Get your bow shooting ass in here. And one to go. I mean, this is a quest that I really want to do anyway, so. Just the one guy. Okay. Get some of my mana back before the insanity disappears, and then we go. Got the quest that I wanted done. Hearing about the other one, but bet you if I came back after a server restarted would work though. Just the way some quests are on the server. Very typical of private servers to have certain items, well, fizzle, I think the correct term is. Basically, there was a debug error that used to appear whenever interacting with an item failed. It was called fizzled. Don't know why, it's probably a inside joke thing, but as a result of that, we called failing things that failed to interact fizzled. That's why if you ever see a mage called Fizzlebang, you'll know why. Why that's a joke. I think it was a warlock, wasn't it? I think that was Trial of the Crusader. Or if you need like a memory refresh, you face Jaraxxus, Eridar, Lord of the Burning Legion. To be honest, I actually didn't do very much Trial of the Crusader. I kinda skipped that one. Basically, my history goes like this. I spent most of Naxxramas just not raiding at all because I was very, very, very new to the game at that point, and I got a level 80 Death Knight, and I could not figure heads or tails out of it because the rune Tetris thing system just didn't register. And it wouldn't do for some time. Someone on the server took pity on me and took me to Naxxramas, you know, just so I could have a look around. Ended up actually going on a raid to Naxxramas because of that. And from there, I ended up joining their raid group. You know, not performing particularly well, but I don't think anyone really did. No, the tank did pretty well. And one of the healers. I can't remember her name, she was a druid. I got on well with her. Did Naxxramas. I think we cleared up to 4 horsemen. Uldar came out part of the way through progression. I switched to Paladin because I was struggling with Death Knight and it was very, very clear, very obvious to me. The Paladin was actually the first class I created.
What now?
Sorry, I'm telling you my life story here, aren't I? Yeah, Paladin was the first class I created to play alongside my dad. But I was trying to be a Retribution Paladin during the Burning Crusade, and it was just boring the hell out of me. Ended up creating a Hunter because of it. Anyway, I came back to Paladin after my Death Knight, and I was shocked at how easy it was to play, you know, compared to Burning Crusade. And everyone else, it seems, because Paladin was kind of flavor of the month at the time. Not as strong as it may have been during Naxxramas, but you know, definitely still flavor of the month. So I rushed that thing to level 80 in, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. I mean, that was pretty fast for me. I was averaging more than 5 levels a day. This, of course, being I was still in high school, so you know, 5 levels a day is pretty impressive. Yeah, so I played Paladin during Old War, got geared up very quickly.
What would you ask of death?
I think we got to... we cleared Freya, we did Thorim, we did Hodir. I think we got stuck with Mimiron, as many people did. Did I pick up a quest there? Did I miss a quest? I'm on autopilot right now, sorry. Whatever. Yeah, I got to Mimiron and Ulduar, and we were absolutely stonewalled because either I wasn't doing enough damage or the raid just wasn't really working together very well. At around this point I had exams and stuff, so I had to take an extended break anyway. During this time the entire guild falls apart. I and the druid that I like to talk to ended up moving to our own guild, where, you know, the guild leader accused me of stealing her. Like, neither of us wanted anything to do with it, so whatever. I guess he really liked having the pocket healer or something. Maybe it was something to do with PvP, I don't know. It wasn't until about a month until Icecrown Citadel I got invited to a raid group for Trial of the Crusader, you know, just randomly because I was on late at night and there wasn't very much activity at that time of night. So they kind of just, you know, picked someone at random and said, "Hey, do you want to come to our raid? We need a fill in DPS." Like, sure, I'm not ready for it, but go for it anyway. End up performing in the top 5. You know, Paladin's kind of flavor of the month. You kind of expect that, but not only that, I did the Valkyr mechanic perfectly. Their words, not mine. despite having never done it before. So I ended up joining their guild, doing some Ice Crown Citadel. There were effectively 3 raid teams. One of them was managed Team 1, they were the progression group, and there was Team 2, they were the fun group. The fun group was led by a mage whom I still talk to occasionally. Well, used to, I guess. Up until fairly recently, actually. Team 1 was headed by the guild leaders. Yeah, you know where this is going, don't you? The guild leaders in Team 1 pretty much hogged all of the best players for themselves, leaving Team 2, the fun team, to mostly take just the people who wanted to have a go at it, so we could feed them into Team 1. It wasn't a very good arrangement, but hey, it's how I got into raiding. The third team was actually the 25-man team, which was, you know, everybody who was capable of raiding plus 5 people, and we would go and do 25-man raid, and you know, it was a fun night. It was also a pretty decent night for progression teams because 25-man loot was amazing. However, we were kind of shockingly competitive whenever it came to progression about the midpoint. We got Professor Putricide the second wing done before they did, and they got super mad at us for stealing their thunder, so to speak. So what ended up happening is the tank, the healer, and one of the DPS in our group got mad in return and ended up leaving us a tank, a healer, and a damage dealer down. Kinda sucked. However, the DPS in question was also the raid leader. At the time, I was the only person who could raid lead, so this is how I ended up becoming a raid leader for... I can't remember how long it was. It was like a month and a half. I raid led, you know, for a month and a half, and it was kind of a nightmare actually, trying to recruit people for the secondary team, knowing full well that we were basically the feed for the quote-unquote progression team. And that they would happily steal any of our party members just to feed themselves. Now, eventually this came to a head, and not just me, but all of the members of our raid team felt the same way. We left and we joined the 3 that had already left. Naturally, this caused a big argument. I ended up just logging off for the night. Not dealing with it. Had enough with it. In the end, of course, they did eventually beat us to the Lich King, because trying to put together an entirely new raid team was kind of a nightmare, and we fell behind because we were constantly trying to find people at basically no notice. However, we did eventually get the Lich King down. Some help from a friend, and the biggest push we'd ever done, and we downed the Lich King in late August. The very night I said, look, I'm going to be in my last year of school, high school, and I need to focus on my exams. So if we can't get it done tonight, I'm just gonna have to leave because I can't. We done it that night. I think it was fated. It had to be. Right. Yeah. Let's try this. Oh wow. Okay. That was fast. They weren't kidding about the Oh. Oh. I want this. Oh, dead mines. Alright. Oh. They've got head? Oh, never mind. Okay. I'm gonna assume this is the good interrupt. Agreed. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit busy here. Ooh, Guardian Blade. That'd be nice. Gotcha. Unfortunately, I have no cleanse for that. Pass. Don't need that. We can pull more. I'm just gonna drain my insanity a little bit. Nice hammer. Ow. Ammo. Is it in fact hammer time? In you go. We'll get him. I'm stunned. No, I'm disarmed. Run to the tank. keep going. I got you. I love all these smart heals. Technical doing its job. Go ahead and drain my insanity a little bit here. That'll be a weak shield, but it'll do. I'll have a burst one more time, I dare you. Yeah, that's a strong shield. Go ahead and pull the boss, I reckon. Oh, that's a nice pull. Ooh. I love that ring. Okay. On you go. Watch out for those squad shapers. Nasty pieces of work, those guys, if they get a cast off. Alright, it's Mr. Smite time. Ow, ow, ow. Please get them off of me. Ah, we got them. Good. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about this bit. Oh no, I know what that sound is. Oh, have we gone up here? Ah. Nope, this did not work. uh, whatever, I'll release him. It's fine, it happens sometimes. Oh well. Should have known. Luckily, we've got the runner. Nope. Yeah, I thought there was one left around the outside here. Hopefully they're doing okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not very good at the whole parkour thing, never was. Where are they? They up the top? Probably, right? They surviving? Okay, come on, come on, come on. Nah, come on. Whatever. Shield up, let's go. Ah, stunned. I'm stunned. Ah. Whoa. Save. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
None may challenge the Brotherhood.
Okay. Expert cook. I'm definitely cooking something. Wow. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna nope out of here. Okay. Did I get anything? Oh, I got the ring. Let's see, intellect, please. Yeah, that's quite nice. Oh, that's very nice. And the ring. Okay. Well, that wasn't quite as bad as I expected it to be. Obviously, I could have done the skip a little bit better, but hey. How long have we been live for? What level am I now? Level 20. Oh, I dinged twice. Okay. Right, yeah, so we need to take 4 more talents on this side of the tree to progress to this bit here, which is unfortunate. Because this is usually where nice talents are. They do that on purpose, by the way. We don't need hit chance. I guess we'll take Gaze of Cthulhu then? Would be nice for clearing, I guess. I don't technically need this. I could just go down this way, but hey. Removes the cost of Blade of the Empire and gives it a chance to refresh. I think that's quite strong, given how often I used it in a dungeon. I think I'm going to take that. Right, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's see. Can we equip any of these? We can! Shoulders! Yay! Spirit and Haste, I'll take it. It's better than nothing, I guess. Oh, actually, funny story. These are called mismatched shoulder pads. These are, in fact, mismatched. Right. Did we do anything else? I don't think so. I just realized while I was away that I forgot to eat my food. I should probably eat food before I queue. I wasn't expecting a queue to be that fast. There you go, food buff. I'll also apply this to weapon, why not? I suppose ones are going to be the way forward. Alright. Let's do one more. I bet you I won't be able to find a grip now. Oh, while we're at it, let's go do this. I think you get a ring at the end of this. Go this way. I'm being chased by wolves. Actually, the real scary animal to be chased by in this game is tigers. Tigers are so fast. Bears, spiders, wizards? No, not a problem. It's the tigers that were the problem. Right. Where is this guy? Gotta be careful with that. The keen-eyed among you may have noticed that I accidentally blinked a couple of times in that dungeon. Although the blink didn't get me in trouble. Here we go. I'm stunned. Can't do anything. Those heals at full, oh. Why would I ever want this? Anyway. Yeah, heals at full insanity are amazing. Personally, I find healing in World of Warcraft to be a little bit, hectic. Where's this going anyway? Undercity. Okay. Oh, I got shoulders. Oh. No, I don't need them, so. Plus the spirit's much more useful than armor. And no, armor would not have saved me there. That was just my own lack of skill. Skill issue. Literally skill issue. There you go. Alright, let's see if this goes better. What is it going to be? It's going to be another queue, isn't it? I don't blame them. I've been there. Oh, okay. Razor fan. Oh. Wow. You wanna wait a moment? It's a witch hunter, isn't it? Oh yeah, I can blink too. Oh yeah, those spirits are really annoying. Would probably help if I put Empire up. I can't blink. Oh, level up. Wait, that's a boss? Okay. feel like I want to put a marker on the tank's head so I know where they are. Oh, but I can't keep up. Oh, there's a boss in here. Uh-oh. The healer's mind controlled. Always bad when the healer gets mind controlled. That shield is so good for pulls. Hope they don't get too comfortable, I'm not always this good. Alright, this is the last boss, I think. Oh. I guess I didn't need that, huh? What do we got here? Dagger. Ooh. I like that. Me. Well, you know what bothers me? When people don't roll on an item and then leave the dungeon straight away. Because when that happens, these items end up in limbo and you end up having to wait. They do get given out, but you have to wait for the loot to time out. Also, I should probably figure out how to get the not edict. Did it get given out? It did. Oh, they got it. Oh, too bad. Anyway. A dagger with spell power on it. And okay bits, I guess. It's a Clothodon thing again, isn't it? Yeah, we can wear mail. Yeah, we can wear plate. But cloth is best in slot, so Yes, my jimmies are a little bit rustled about it. Funny. On Turtle WoW, if you were a melee paladin healer, this is actually something like this would have been amazing because they rely on Seal of Wisdom for mana regen, and basically anything can proc Seal of Wisdom as long as it's an instance of damage. So something like Chance on Hit launches blah, 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 that can proc Seal of Wisdom. So like something like this could be interesting, but it's a dagger. Ew. And also we don't actually need this. Well, I don't think we do. The other bad thing is I haven't actually figured out which button is which. You notice there I was just kind of randomly clicking the mouse button hoping that something would happen. Gotta fix that. There's no way I can let that stay. What do we got here? Edict of Pride. Grants allied players within 40 yards an unholy edict, giving them a 25% chance upon dealing damage to absorb 44 damage for 8 seconds. Are we a Disc Priest now? I'm not going to use it. I prefer Empire. Empire feels right. Imperial March here. I wish. Do I want to do one more? So much junk. Ooh, parachute cloak. Hee haha. We can use this. Okay. So, funny story. When I was doing Icecrown Citadel raiding, I used to use a parachute cloak as a means to stop my boots from sending me into the air and then taking fall damage as a result. The problem is sometimes not only would the boots malfunction and explode, but the parachute cloak would malfunction and fail to operate. So like, I would be like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." Smack. Face first into the floor. Yep. Alright, got more points. I don't know if I want Empire's Grasp. That seems kind of too situational. But I need 3 points, huh? Now, do I need hit? Pretty meta hit that I need, isn't it? I mean, that would help. 1, 2, 3. That would take me up there. More tentacles? 1, 2. No, that wouldn't work. Of course, I could take a point in Dark Ward. Dark Ward? Awkward. Are there any other 2 points? Doesn't say. I mean, reduces the cooldown of that, which means more insanity. I'm going to assume this also affects how much insanity it generates, right? Because that would make sense. There's actually a thing here for insanity called Forbidden Projection, which consumes all of your insanity, so obviously you want to generate it fairly quickly. And there's also Void Embrace, which is... well, that's quite nice really, isn't it? Do I need more crit chance on Gazer Cthulhu? Wait, healing with the Gazer Cthulhu? Yeah, that's a facepalm moment. I just remember Gazer Cthulhu can heal as well. Oops. This would have been so much easier. Well, that means Eyes of Eternity is actually pretty good. Because that means heals more often. And that means generates more insanity, more shield. Well, that's very good. On arrival, all enemies within 8 yards are revealed of stealth. Well, I don't need that. Abyssal Ward. That's very nice, actually. That's a cooldown. 1, 2... I could ditch Gift of Cthulhu. That would take Beam Splitter. 1, 2... I feel like I should go for this. Because Intellect is good too. Expertise would probably help. I wish we didn't have it. The base Ascension realms removed expertise and replaced it with something. I forget what it is. Wait, hold up. Void Touched. Is this the... No? I'm gonna assume it's... Yeah, it's this, yeah. So we'd use Slam and then use Gaze of Cthulhu. Interesting, interesting. How does that interact with AoE then? Because like I said, it only affects one target, doesn't it? Doesn't it? I suppose it heals one target and then applies shield to allies affected by this. I feel like this is good because it allows you a buffer. It allows, well, I suppose party members might see that and take advantage of it. I could go this way. Protection from light. Oh, that's cool. If there's anything that drives home that this is some sort of anti-paladin, it's that. If you've ever played, I don't know, some Dungeons & Dragons games made in the last like 20 odd years, you've probably seen some sort of equivalent of anti-paladin, whether it's a Blackguard or an Oathbreaker. And these guys really are the opposite of paladins. Rather than controlling life, they control death. Rather than buffing allies, they debuff the enemies. Rather than having protection from evil, they have protection from good. So something like this should really drive home that this is actually an anti-paladin. That's cool. Oh, Gaze of Cthulhu is gonna proc so often. Am I gonna have more MP issues? I hope not. I feel like I should go this way. Let's see. Void Embrace. Oh, 10% increased crit chance that applies to both damage and heal then, right? Yeah, let's do it. Sour Night Shield. I like the flavour as well. Oh. Marks of Ascension. How many have I got? I've got loads. That was because I had to reassign a talent. I'd be more than fine to have Marks of Ascension be like that. I have over 100,000 Marks of Ascension on my main, on the main Ascension realm. You get them for, well, basically anything, really. I used to do mostly dailies, so that's why I've got so many. Anyway, I can feel my voice going, so I'm going to call it there. I'm gonna track my ass over to Undersea, and maybe I'll play a little bit off screen because, you know, this is so awesome. I didn't think I'd be faring as well as I am, though. I always get apprehensive whenever I stumble into a new role. Healing is not really my first role. Like I said, I'm a melee specialist. Just because a healer just happens to also be, you know, partially melee, doesn't mean I'm suddenly going to find myself at home. Because you kind of have to split your attention 50-50. You've got party frames here and you've got enemies here. It's like, you know that SpongeBob meme where he's trying to read the book and his eyes are split? That meme. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't actually check. Who was the tank here? I wanna see what class he is. Add cherry. Ooh, add cherry. Oh, is who disabled? Wait, I've got an idea. Whisper. And, oh wait, maybe I should just ask. So that's Whisper bad. Keeping. I feel like it's Templar. The reason why I feel like it is that because the Templar used to be monk, and they called it that because they wanted to improve on retail's World of Warcraft design while feeling like Wrath of the Lich King-ish, while also having Dragonflight talents somehow. So they gave it the same color. Only Monk eventually became Templar whenever someone redesigned it. I don't know who to credit for it, so. I also feel like Templar's not especially popular. I haven't seen too many Templars around. I don't have Recant on either, I don't think, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to guess and say that was probably a Templar tank. Templar has tank, right? Let me have a look. It'll only take a moment. I'm just curious because I want to know what sort of tanks I expect to be in my group. It's sort of like how healers had to change their entire strategy around Death Knights. They would go instantly hop into a dungeon and be like, oh, not another Death Knight. Right, let's have a look here. It was either a Sun Cleric or Templar. Yeah, Templar can be tank, yeah, that'll be it then. That was the class color. Oh, right, okay. Both keep a staggered damage. The thing is, it should be fine. But here's the thing, it also kind of looked like a witch hunter. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I'd have to go and look back at the video and see what class it was. I imagine it'll be super obvious on the stream. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming, Zook. It was nice of you to visit. Hopefully I'll be back with another one of these next time. If not, I'll probably be doing Shift 2 Unleashed. Maybe. Depends how long it takes, because if it takes too long, then, you know, the whole beta will be over by the time the next stream comes around. So until then, I'll see you next time. Good night.